They said history only moves forward, but this tomb was closed again. In 1923, deep in the Valley of the Kings, archaeologists uncovered a sealed doorway hidden behind layers of sand and stone. The markings on it were clear. A minor pharaoh, barely mentioned in records. Nothing special. At least, that's what they thought. When the seal was broken, the air that escaped was ancient, over 3,000 years old. Inside, the tomb was strangely untouched. No looters, no collapsed walls, just perfectly arranged artifacts, golden statues, and murals that looked newer than they should have. That was the first warning sign. The team noticed something disturbing almost immediately. The hieroglyphs on the walls were not prayers or blessings. They were instructions. Detailed instructions about sealing the tomb again if it was ever opened. At the center chamber stood a stone sarcophagus. No name carved on it. No face on the lid. Just symbols never seen before. When researchers photographed them, the images came out distorted, like the camera refused to record them properly. On the third night, one archaeologist claimed he heard footsteps inside the tomb that everyone had left. Another reported whispers in a language all one could identify. By the end of the week, 3 team members had resigned and returned home without explanation. Then something impossible happened. Carbon dating on a piece of linen from inside the sarcophagus showed it was hundreds of years younger than the tomb itself, as if something inside had been placed there long after the pharaoh's burial. Egyptian authorities were alerted. Historians argued. Scientists demanded more tests. But before any results could be published, the site was suddenly shut down. Officially, it was blamed on structural instability. Unofficially, workers were ordered to do something no modern excavation had ever done before. They resealed the tomb, stone by stone, wall by wall, exactly as it had been found. All photographs were classified, all samples confiscated. The tomb's location was removed from public records. Even today, guides in the Valley of the Kings will change the subject if you ask about it. One former official later said this, anonymously: "Some things in history are buried for a reason, and some doors are meant to stay closed no matter how curious we are." If you found this story intriguing, make sure to like and subscribe, because there are many chapters of history that were reopened and then quietly sealed again.